I was curious, what got you from Tucson
No,
to
I
San
prefer.
Diego?
Well, it's actually kind of a long story. I think that's why I haven't really explained it.
Okay.
um, I'll try to shorten it up, but basically, I was getting ready to fight for an organization up in Colorado at the time,
Mhm.
and I can't remember the name of the organization. It was just one of those small shows,
Uh huh.
that was running around at this time. It was around 2007, and I was prepared for a title fight at 155 pounds against the guy who had been defending the title out there. And so I was going to move. I was about 2 weeks out from the fight, and that whole camp I had been training with Drew Pickett in Tucson, Arizona.
Mhm.
And so I felt real sharp. I felt in good shape. I had a good team that I was training with. And then 2 weeks before the event, they canceled the whole event, not just the fight, but the whole event. Well, I really needed that money. I mean, at this time, I'm working 3 jobs and going to school at the same time. So I could have used that prize money. And they pulled the card, and I was kind of bummed out, but I was like, whatever. And then I get a call literally that next day from a show that Eric Del Fiero was running called Total Combat at the time.
Mhm.
And they said, hey, we got a guy that pulled out um, against this dude named Dave Izquierdo. They're like, we're not going to lie to you. The guy's good. He just submitted Crazy Horse. He triangled Crazy Horse. So it's not like he's some chump, but we need somebody to replace at this fight, but it's at 145 pounds, not 155. So I was putting on as much weight as I could, so I was weighing a little bit heavier at this time. Like 160 soaking wet was the biggest I could get at this time. And I said, all right, I gave away my lunch. I remember we had just gone out to lunch for Sherwin-Williams. They just sent, that's where I was working at the time, and I was a paint delivery driver. And I just sent somebody out to get my lunch, and then I gave away my lunch that day, and I cut to 145 in about 2 days,
Damn.
and I took the fight. And I fought the guy, won, and then from there, I met Eric Del Fiero in his show. He brought me back 2 other times. I won the title at 155 pounds. I won the title at 145 pounds. And then after I won it at 145, I got a call to fight Faber in the WEC. Well, when I get the call to fight Faber, Eric had already been telling me, hey, you don't have a manager, you don't have a coach. And he realized that because I went to both these fights that he brought me out, I went with no cornerman. I went by myself. So he didn't have to buy my cornerman any tickets, so he's pretty happy about that. So he said, well, since you don't have cornerman or a coach, I'll coach you. Just come out to San Diego, and I'll get you a manager. And so he did all that, and it's been history ever since.